called Museum of Tomorrow instead of Museum of the Future because somewhere at this precise moment it's already tomorrow. The sun is rising on the east. So it's not Museum of the Future because the future can be far away, but tomorrow is always taking place now.
It's a striking structure that salutes modernism and occupies 15,000 square meters. Designed by famous Spanish architect Santiago Calatrava, its chief curator is a Brazilian physicist who has a PhD in cosmology, Luiz Alberto Oliveira.
The building has side wings upon its back that move according to the position of the sun to maximize the catching of solar energy. It's a movable architecture, which Calatrava enjoys very much.
From its solar panels and water drawn from the bay for its cooling system, to the open spaces which help light the building from within, the museum's mission is to encourage a conversation about sustainability.
We want the visitors to reflect upon the fact that if tomorrow is not ready, if tomorrow is a construction, every action that we take today will help to shape the path to this future, this possible future, or that other possible future. So certain actions will lead us to certain scenarios. Other actions will favor other consequences. Cause and effect. That's what science is about. That's what the museum is about.
The museum is divided into 5 sections: Cosmos, Earth, the Age of Man, Tomorrow, and Us. It displays a collection of interactive games and film screens with presentations that ask us to ask ourselves about the future. The ecological footprint, for example, shows people the destruction being done to the Earth. It's the result of Anthropocene, or the New Age of Man, which the museum explains using huge video screens with startling statistics showing the amount of energy, water, and meat our population consumes. More and more.
The concept of the Anthropocene, that is, that the Earth has entered now the age of the humans, the age in which a new actor has come into place, which is the action of mankind as a whole. This is the central concept of the museum. So the story we want to tell is the story of how we got to the Anthropocene and what are the ways that depart from the Anthropocene to different possible future scenarios.
The data is updated constantly.
We are entirely digital because of the need of updating our contents. So we have a system called the Cerebro in which every data, every graphic, every picture, every video of the museum is stored, and we can update each one of these items. So the museum is entirely updatable, so it can be fair to its name. It's always a museum of tomorrow and not a museum of yesterday. The museum is aimed to provide its visitors with an experience of building of tomorrow. The main concept of the museum is that tomorrow is not ready, is not finished, it's not a date in the calendar, it's not a place where we will arrive. Tomorrow is a construction, and we will all take part in this construction as people, as citizens, as members of the humankind. In 1 century, we changed the patterns of flow of every major river system in all the continents. When geologists of the future, they examine the evidences of our time, they will ask what titanic force was able in 1 century to change the pattern of flow of every major river in all the world. Which force was that? Was it the volcanoes, the sun? No, it was human activity.
The Museum of Tomorrow seems to leave an impression on virtually every visitor.
Saí transformada daqui, achando que a gente precisa mudar realmente, né? Tenho que diminuir o consumo, tentar reutilizar as coisas para ter um futuro melhor, poder oferecer um futuro melhor para as minhas filhas, para os meus netos, deixar um planeta mais sustentável.
Hundreds of thousands have toured the museum since it opened to the public in December of 2015, which Oliveira finds gratifying.
For the responses we are having, around 90% of them, they said that the museum has changed the way in which they see the world. Some of them already have ecological values and take part in actions, but many others, they say, I never heard about this before. I never heard it told in this way. So we do think that the museum is achieving this goal of affecting people.
Planet Earth has changed.
Future is open, it's not settled, but we are going to settle the path to this possible future or to that other. This is our responsibility.